Hello, Killer Bunnies. Today we will be doing a draft play test of White Booster. It's still plausible that we may have some issues to correct incrementally as we play test here, but we'll see if we get lucky. Let's first look at the decks. There's something that I want to show here once it loads. A lot of assets in these decks, right? There is a slight cannon difference that we did not have before. I want to highlight it real briefly. If you look at Quest Ada of the red booster, we have 2 of each food unit, while in Zeta, there's 1. Now, who cares, right? But just so everyone is aware, the food units are distributed slightly differently in Ada. If you know Quest Zeta really well, the missing 3 and 3, they were added in robots. Which is series 2, and that's of course an entirely nonsensical place to put it. So I'm glad for that change. So that's there if you care. Let's talk about white. White added a lot. First of all, we are not including carousel. As a reminder, any card that either deals in a dexterity mechanic or deals in personal information, we are not touching for digital. We may re-add them if we determine a elegant redesign that captures the essence of the card, but otherwise they are outright excluded. Carousel requires you to know if the player's passed their 30th birthday, which of course we don't want to ask that. We don't want to ask for their birthday especially. But does anyone care? Probably not. It's not a mechanically relevant card. So not a big loss. We have a lot of relevant cards in white, though. We have Psychic Waves, that's a good card. Calcite's an S tier card casually. Orb's an S tier card casually. Pawn Recall is huge. Shockwave is huge. Retrieval is huge. White stuff is huge. A lot of good cards in there. So we're going to start a game here. We're going to add 5 players. The reason we're doing that is because we have put in place the architecture. I'm going to place emphasis on that. The architecture for different CPU personas, let's call them. Different personalities. The differences right now are extremely subtle, so don't pay too much attention to it. Just know that the architecture is in place. If you notice differences, good for you. You might not. So let's play a game here. As we play here, we also have made some relevant upgrades to our CPU players in general that I'd like to point out that you will see happen. One of such is that our CPU players have been given a relative value number for each and every card in the deck. The reason why we have this is so that they have a better understanding for like trading specials and such. If they have a safe freeze defense, was that worth compared to a saved prune Danish or a carrot or whatever. So we have that. Now the catch is we also have that they'll initiate trades, which is quite interesting. The catch is the CPU players won't actually accept a trade unless it's in favor to them right now. That could be adjusted with personas, of course. You know, some personas might be more prone to take a trade in certain circumstances than others. But for now, they are all doing the same calculations. Now, that makes it extremely unlikely that we will see a CPU trade with another CPU. Not impossible. There is some preliminary calculations of nuance here. That is, a player's second, third, fourth, and fifth bunny are worth proportionally less than the first one, for example. And also, for example, a player without a bunny, their carrots are worth less to them than if they had a bunny. So it is plausible, maybe, that we might see some CPU players make some trades because one of them will perceive value in one way, another will perceive value in another way. It's very primitive so far. And really, that's a question of personas more so than an actual right answer. So we'll see what happens. We have discard pile visible here. I thought it'd be useful to see visually what card was most recently discarded. So that's why that's there. We see that the bad news tornado is gone. That's great news for game length. We could open closing the pawn shop. That would be hilarious. White booster adds black and white pawn. What pawn did you buy? You wanted violet pawn, huh? Interesting. So we're gonna buy black, and then what do we want? Probably double something is probably my answer to that. I'm not sure what we want to double right now. Let's go double blue. So the white pawn when purchased is a color of your choice and it doesn't change color. So that's why we get to put that blue indicator there, and then we're gonna close the pawn shop and say nobody else can have them. Ha. Funny. Apparently we should have gone double green this game. Oh well. We'll see how this goes. It's great news for us. The bad news tornado is gone. Here's an example. The CPU has asked for the black pawn and has offered $2. Not that interested in that. Free defense. Terrible misfortune. Let's get rid of the double free agents, I think. Alright. Tricky. Could go for a choose 2 here, I guess. I'm not sure if we'll get to resolve it. In a 6-player game, it's highly likely that one of the players might want to kill you. But we will see. There are certain cards that we've also given the CPU players a bit more nuance on, which we might get an opportunity to see. For example, top run rotate they're quite good with now, so I hope we get to see that. Since every card has a relative value that we've given it, essentially the CPU player will wait until they have a lower value card in their top run and then they'll top run rotate, which is a good principle in general. Somewhat of a slow start here, nothing too aggressive. We'll get our 2 carrots. We're still playing with the random carrots rule because I still prefer that. We could do a feed the bunny here. We could do a safety hazard. Could have done a... I don't think Zodiac Thief has... Oh, it does. Maybe. It missed. Okay. You see the top and bottom faces there because Zodiac Thief resolves both. Several misfortunes drawn already. Free water. First barrier comes into play. Let's see where he puts it. Sure. That's a level 18. We do not have a response to that. Oh well. We have our free agents, which will be a triplet with the double blue. Let's make it a blue sinister, perhaps. A blue continue, why not? In case they get clumsy continue or something. So we do have a triplet now. We have safety hazard. It's a little bit dangerous to attack a player called the Grudge, but we'll try it anyways. We'll see if we end up regretting that. Mystery Urn is an excellent draw for later, potentially. Carrot Top Casino. 23769 is a success. That's lucky. Our CPU players still like to play the casinos and bakers on opponents. Whether that's the right answer or not is really a question of persona primarily. Could also be a question of rerolls available, of course. I think we... Oh, that's bad. 9 and 7. That we might not want to defense that. It's awkward, but we're going to let it through. We have a reroll. Reroll has failed us. What a shame. I don't feel terrible about laying that through. We lose out on one carrot and we lose out on our triplet, but other than that, not the worst outcome in the world. The triplet wasn't doing that much for us here. It's plausible someone else would have killed it anyways. Precession is disgusting. Let's see if he gets to resolve it. He does, Pisces. Alright, that player has almost every saved Zodiac, right? No, he had the other one before, so yeah, he has everyone. Alright. Well, we know who has the winning Zodiac now. If only Zodiac Terminator was live today. It's the 28th today. Violet Pawn for Gilligan, huh? Probably not. Let's hope that's not a bad news. Deep Sleep 9 is not very good. We saw an attempt to trade there, the carrot for the Gleeful Bunny. That was kind of interesting. I wonder if this player had like 3 or 4 bunnies, if he would have taken it. Was there a trade there? Did a trade happen? Yes. A trade did happen. So what happened there was, let's talk about this trade. And this is still very, preliminary, so it's, the balancing has to happen, right? This player, the merchant, traded, 1 carrot and $3 to, this player, the Grudge, for Bunny Hop, the Violet Pawn, and $1. Which is interesting. It actually offered 2 carrots for the Gleeful Bunny, which is, I'm surprised it didn't take that. Probably need to adjust the values here. They may be not prone to trade bunnies, which is, that might be a personality trait of this player, actually. I'd have to look into it again. We do see the traded tokens accordingly. There's those. One trade rule was implemented before, but wasn't designated visually like that, so that's kind of nice to have. It's a decent amount of money. Do we want to attempt to feed this bunny 4 and 4? That seems a bit bold. not exceptionally prone to... Part of me wants to play Mr. Erd. As absurd as that might sound. If we do that, we're kind of in a weird spot. Maybe we do want to feed then. Let's try buying 1 and see what happens. 2, 5, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. I guess we'll do it. The theory here is we really don't like that one player has all of the Zodiac cards right now. The Zodiac Terminator won't resolve, unfortunately. We need today's date for that to happen. The 28th is not happening, of course. Insight? We will defense to level 9, since we have the exact amount. He might have targeted us there because we targeted him. That is a possibility. Wheels Fresh Center. That could be nice later. A carrot for a bunny. You know? That's fair. I might take that. And he gives me $1 for my trouble? Sure. Funny enough, he had one coming. A carrot for a bunny is a common trait that I would make in a real game. Often with to choose a carrot set. Ouch. That's fine though, we have Mr. Earn, so... Odds are... we're sacrificing that bunny anyways to the urn. See the half-price coupon used. Buys a carrot. A little bit wasteful, but in terms of potential switcheroo, here we go. That's scary. Okay, so we see the Grudge and the Balance will be switching. The Kingslayer and the Turtle will be switching. We are not switching. There they go. We were not hit there, so you don't get to see the switcheroo experience yet, but there it happened. That's kind of funny. Let's play Mr. Erd and see if it actually resolves into anything here. Alright. We're starting with a 1. I think he can beat that. He did not beat that. Okay, this is the first abduction of the urn. And the 12 is rolled, so this guy will be stealing it. We do get one more roll here to attempt to steal it ourselves, but we did not. It wasn't actually the turtle. The turtle had nothing to gamble. It was the Grudge who rolled the 12 there. It's like the cabbage and 2 waters asking too much of me. Let starve. Orp! Well, that's terrifying. Very well. Only one player has saved Zodiacs right now, so that is very devastating. That is defense cards right now. We would lose a 7 there. Otherwise, the next roll is carrots, which is undesirable. We had a couple of rerolls there. We were able to roll water the lowest, which would lose us 1 water, of course. Orp is now on this player. We might beg Mr. Grudge for a save Zodiac. And hopefully we have something that he wants. I don't even know. He might not trade with us if we've hit him recently. board is basically cleared out. We could hilariously place a barrier there. We're not actually interested in doing such. There's a funny option where if we passed a few turns, we wouldn't need the Zodiac. You know, let's do the hilarious option here. Sorry, Mr. Balanced. Orp is exclusively yours. Oops. Then we don't need to trade for a Zodiac, I guess. Alright, Orp. If we pause, we can see what he rolled. A 5 is going to be water. So that does nothing. 2 water for Black Pawn is not something we're interested in. Saves Cool Change. We might get to see him use Cool Change in a interesting way here. It is previously if you remember from the previous demos, the CPU player would basically instantly use Cool Change from the top run, which is especially mechanically wrong. Not mechanically wrong, strategically wrong, because you could save it first and then play it from saves and get an extra card cycled, right? But now the CPU player, since he has relative value understanding of every card, that is a ton of clovers. Wow, stop, please. Since they have relative value understanding, it is plausible. Let's check what they have. They don't have pawns, they don't have cabbage, so that's a nothing. Sure. Since we have a relative value understanding, you saw it kept 4 cards there if you were watching closely. Now, if you pay attention, that first card was incidentally a choose a carrot, so, you know, probably worth the keep. Minus 21 on the clovers, by the way. That bunny is very disturbing. Orp might kill it eventually. Let's go Sneaky Burglar. A 9? A 9 is Ivan, which we unfortunately have. And the pawn shop is so close, so we can't buy. Very unlucky. Having $12, I'm kind of prone to reopen the pawn shop. Please stop playing clovers. 23 clovers. Ridiculous. Alright. Please kill that bunny. I'm tired of looking at him. That is, of course, carrots and defense. Which he has carrots and defense, so that's very devastating for him. Orp is doing its job very well. We have very much screwed this player. As soon as that bunny is gone, he's basically got nothing left, and Orp will just sit on him forever. Reusables, that seems unnecessary. I appreciate the ambition of chainsawing a 23 clovered bunny. That's one CPU upgrade I should make, is that the weapons will not directly target a clovered bunny. Or an excessively clovered bunny, I should say. Return a carrot. Alright, this is a triplet. On blue. Free weapon is somewhat interesting. Alright, let's open the stores. And then we will buy green. And have any bakers gone yet? No, but the same is also true of fountains. bakers are found since the classic dilemma. Let's do orange today. $2 cabbage, $2 for an adventure bunny is a bold offer. I don't think so. Or that's money and carrots. Gross. Does he have anything left? He has cabbage left. That's the exclusive item left in his deck. Snowball, that will come back to us. That's kind of gross. Clovers did something. We survive. Now it's hitting the free agents. That's gross. Sad. A bounty on the Immortal Congenial is hilarious. We can't even see what the bounty is because he has too much clovers. You can see no bounty there. It's hidden. Too many modifiers. It's under there somewhere. I promise. 7th whisk, by the way. Survives. Free weapon. No triplet anymore. Very large Danish, huh? He has water. I'm not excessively interested in this Deep Sleep 9. Roaming is discarded. That is Orb finally gone, so it did not successfully kill that Congenial Bunny. High price pawn shop. $7. That's a feed, but it does have, you can actually see the feed there. That's nice. Royale. Misfortune. Very sad. But we don't have that much in hand of interest anyways, so maybe it's fine. Gives us an opportunity to get rid of some of these cards here. I'm not interested in Deep Sleep 9. Bid. Aliens. Good to know that that's gone. Cheese balls. That's not likely to kill a 23 clovered bunny. The other bunny's defensed over here. Bankruptcy is rude. Fugitive, that could be exciting. Our roll was a 10. We got the bunny, that's wonderful. It's very good. Okay. It's a great answer to the Congenial. 5 cabbage for Gilligan seems uninteresting. Alright, he's back in the game with 1 carrot. We will actually get to resolve Deep Sleep 9 now, which is funny. Let's get Run Transformer into play. I think that's a safer way to ensure that we actually get something like Wheels Fresh to center off. Absolutely, I'd love it if you played Boomerang on me. Send it back. It defensed it. That did resolve Trojan, which is debatable. And he defensed against the Trojan, that's why this one's not resolving. A lot of things happened there all at once, but appeared to be correct. A feed is fine. Thankfully, it's a red congenial. This red congenial is doing a ton of work right now. A barrier. Fine. Hilarious. Okay, let's use the congenial. May as well resolve Deep Sleep 9. It statistically does more against our opponents than it does us. The grudge will skip his turn. That's kind of nice, I guess. Baker. I guess there's our answer of whether we wanted red or orange. We did in fact want red. If you look at the logs here, it did actually use all of the rerolls. The rerolls happened at the same moment, so that's why it was quick. But the logs did show the real faces that it had seen and it skipped over. Mothership. That would have been a good answer, Ghost House. We had the spatula against it. We are going to save the run transformer. Is it time for Wheels Freshness Center? Probably not quite yet. We do have a good target for the feed 1, so let's do it. +7. That's a lot of money. Sporty Bunny. Red Light District would have been a good card. 5 and 4 is a bit undesirable. 5 cabbage for Gilligan is still not in our interest. Royale. This could be our Danish. I think it will be our Danish. We don't have money, so I guess it will be. Alright, very large Danish, go. It's not the best Wheels Freshness Center yet, so let's still wait on that. Triplet. Community Carrot, that's just the grudge. Guess he'll enjoy it. Oh, never mind. Someone had traded for one. I hadn't noticed. Yeah, there it is. Someone traded for Aquarius. Poverty Poker. I guess so. What was the stakes? 1 cabbage unit. Yeah, sure. You have fun. You got it. Market is closed. That's a bit gross. Roaches. Right, feed the bunny water. Every player has water except for orange here, so we'll put it there. That will be probably lethal. Yes, it will be. Okay. A yellow bunny. Sure. We're still prone to misfortune right now, which is undesirable. Still looking for an... That's funny. Yeah, you go ahead. Still looking for an opportunity to do a run transformer to something relevant. It's probably the Wheels Freshness Center, but doesn't have to be. That's fine. Thankfully, it's only 1. Bunny Hop is used. That means he wasn't happy with his top and bottom run card, and apparently he got something good in exchange because he got to choose 1. Nope. Show me the bunny. We will use our red congenial, of course. Save the free cabbage because it's closed. Gain some money back is great. There is a good congenial target for Clumsy, so we will play it. That's terrifying. 8 is fine. Does nothing, of course, because of the closed market, but that was very scary. We really should have bought the red pawn. Never buy orange, always buy red. Gift certificate is a bad time to play that. Maggots, there goes that cabbage. Quite a bit, actually. I'm debating whether or not I want those small cards to show up in the discard here. Buyback for Switcheroo is disgusting. Excuse me. Can we not? I am swapping with the grudge. That is bad news. I don't have any answer to this. I can get rid of the barriers while I'm at it just for fun. Just so that they don't have the spatula, right? But I guess that happens. Great. We do get the switcheroo experience. We're over here now. Look at this hand! What is this hand? Wheelerware, Bunnies in Black, Guardian Angle, Return to Center, and Weapon Booster? With double choose? Okay, I'm happy with this. Never mind, this was a great switcheroo experience. Wow, okay. Sure. That's wonderful. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Play the barrier. Choose to. We have the Zodiac triplet. Yes we do. Look at that. We have all the Zodiacs except for one. This is a better position. This position is wonderful. I love everything about this position. I think that switcheroo might have won us the game. I thought it was bad, and then it was really, really good. Finger cuffs is used. Be really funny to finger cuffs the congenial with all the clovers. Alright, let's see what happens with this one. 9, 7, 8, 5, 9, 12. That is a kill. We're not adding red, of course. Clumsy congenial is also a kill, unfortunately. Alright. That is a misfortune. Let's Guardian Angel that. It's not likely we get that many targets for Guardian Angle here. LoJack Kojak is terrible news. Oh no. That probably kills us. Unfortunately, 18. Is that us? Not that we have a response, I just want to see in advance. It's not us. Who has it? It was us. Never mind, I looked at it wrong. Oh no. Well, all of our carrots are gone. It was nice while it lasted. Wheels Chocolate could be good. EM Pulse. Blowing up you? Antimatter Raisins, potentially. We don't have any defense ourselves. We did see the finger cuffs results in the buffs congenial dying from the clumsy congenial, I think. So that was interesting, I guess. Let's see if we can get any donations for Mob Hit. That'd be funny. This has been a fun game. We know that Wheels Freshest Center is out there somewhere, so we will not discard Wheelerware. $7 is interesting. That's very interesting, actually. I could be talked into $7. Sure. We're not exceptionally close to the end game. Low price pawn shop, by the way. Very large Danish. We know that bankruptcy and show the wealth are both gone. So here we have buy in place from the low price pawn shop, of course. Wheels chocolate. Pink. Yellow. Unfortunately, we don't have pink yet, but that is the top 3 yellow cards. Discarding this one. This one. Keep containment suit for now because it's marginally interesting. Let's attempt a mob hit. I'm not sure if anybody will donate. We're not donating anything. One person donated $1. Congratulations, I guess. Sure. Alright. We need to get some carrots back. Be good to get some money. If we have the most money, we have a decent shot here. That Wheels Freshness Center now gone. We're happy to discard Wheelerware. We'll look for something better. Fork rings. Bunny to the future. Sure. That is quite a few clovers. +2. A baker. We do have red pawn now. The baker is quite interesting. Bonanza. Probably has nothing to get at this point. Not while the market's closed, at least. The rest is gone. $7 and free cabbage for Sinister. You know what? $7? You can have it. Enjoy it. Ouch! There goes that. He attempted Operation Spoil Sport there, which was of course a mistake because he didn't have the bunny requirements. I should fix that at some point. I maybe should have bunnies in black in response to the baker. So that we would have a bunny put these clovers on. Yeah, we still can. Let's have some fun, shall we? There's a bunny. And he choose 2 is good. We almost guaranteed have a bunny at the end of the game. There's 1 in 12 chance that we don't from the Aquarius. Otherwise, it is very nearly guaranteed. The cards that could stop that are Return to Sender, Spatula. We have Return to Sender. Spatula's gone. So we feel very safe in a general sense to secure carrots. We feel very privileged to secure money. To hopefully catch a player without a bunny. We might be able to cause that ourselves with the winning Zodiac, of course. We probably will bunnies in black here now at some point the next time this bunny is going to die. Cabbage. Another super supplies. He's taking advantage of the double blue pawns here. That's where he's been gaining all of those. Double resurrection. Has a lot of bunnies. Double 20 is kind of absurd. I don't think we're likely to be able to clear him. Minolith is in the discard pile. I don't know when it ended up there. There it is. RPA into a pink Sinister. We don't have the pinks enabled yet. So that doesn't actually have an effect right now, which is mechanically wrong, of course. It's technically mechanically wrong to allow it to roll the pink die, because the pink die doesn't exist yet, but I'm electing not to care on the which dice exist. Flow. 10 carrots remain. Lots of money in play. Free weapon used. 14 is rather terrifying. He grabs the loose stalactite. That's not the choice I would have made. Let's play, let's not do that. Let's see if we survive first. We do survive. I feel like he could have made a better choice there. In terms of open the market cards, that we might not be able to handle. 4 and 3. Do we have 4 and 3? We do actually. Are the open the market the cards gone? Not immediately sure. I don't see them. So they might still be in the deck. Saving albino. Cyber Bunny is kind of a nice draw. I haven't resolved Cyber Bunny for a while. Could be fun. Let's feed. We'll see if Cyber Bunny gets to live long enough to actually deal some relevant damage here. As expected, this is ending up to be a longer game. It could end very quickly if the market were opened. 3 and 3 we can still handle for now. Please stop playing bunnies. Hemp is used. That will possibly do nothing. Now, did he have yellow pawn? The answer to that is probably not. No. Cyber goes clockwise. We'll start here. Ear screws. Attempt here. Reversal of fortune. You go ahead. That's fine. We'll roll it instead. I'm fine with that. We weren't intending to get much value out of that anyways. Cyber. 4 is a kill. Alright, so let's start. Bunny exchange is discarded. Feed. Another supply surprise. He's gotten so many from the pawns, of course, again. Market is closed, so that's a miss. Russian roulette is used. We are not lowest, that's good news. Ends up being the Kingslayer. -1. Seawiz Mount is rude. Alright, we will bunnies in black here to claim the triplet. That does not change the targets for the Seawiz, by the way. Targets are determined at resolve. We are at the actual mid-resolution now. It does kill Cyber, unfortunately. I guess I didn't need to grab it right away. We had another timid bunny coming, so it wasn't necessary by any means. And we always have a triplet because of Zodiac. It's not prone to change. So that might have been a slight mistake to grab that now. Take 2 carrots would be great. Prune Danish is a good draw. And an Anomaly is a good draw. That is a lot for the bunny, actually. We're not prone to care about those cards necessarily, but we do care enough about the carrot. What if I offer you this bunny instead? You know, that's fine. No, I want the carrot. Seth +7 for the timid. Sure, that's fine. Getting more money is desirable in case we can get the most. Plant spores is rude. Now we do have some regrets. Now we're losing our choose 2. That should be gone now. Classic Windows alerts. I wonder if we could trade with this player since he has so many bunnies. Are you willing to trade this? You want Presto for that. That's not tangible. If I trade you this plus this plus this. You know what? There you go. 3 specials. If I take this away, give you this one and this one. Okay. This is certainly a trade. Let's go for it. We got our bunny. Two carrots. The reason why we were able to manage that is because this player has so many bunnies that he devalued it to about half of what it would usually be. I believe is the math right now. That could be adjusted, of course. He guessed black and it rolled black. He survives. Bone arrow could be good. He actually did trade for a carrot there. Lots of trades that happen now. Now that I've done a bit of relative nuance. I like that. Wow, buddy at the edge forever. Okay, hello. Excuse me. Value. Here of containment suits and weapon booster. I don't know what we're going to use the Edge of Forever on, but it is very fancy. Most of the ways we would use it are probably gone already. Look at all those traded tokens. CPUs have become very prone to trade. Probably too prone. I believe they won't trade their last bunny away. Return a carrot. Who has the most? You. Make you return one. Might get mad at me for that, but we'll see. A fountain is nice to have. Oops, cancel. I thought about weapon boostering that, but we didn't have weapon booster anymore. I got confused. He has the reroll. So we didn't expect that to kill. Low price Roonies could be quite lethal. The CPU opponents still do not know how to purchase weapons or bunnies, which means that that's fine, I guess. 6, 8, 7, 11, 4, 2 is a success. Of course, we get nothing but the money, but that's nice to have. That's rude. And here we were seeing that he was targeting us because we just hit him, so I guess it does make sense. It was a bit of a excessive retaliation, if you ask me. Typical. I guess the personality is working. We have the incredible fountain. Is there a really excellent bunny worth resurrecting right now? There is a Gleeful. Gleeful under low price Roonies is very strong. We might attempt it. We could, of course, Edge of Forever it if we fail. We did fail. Do we want to Edge of Forever it? You know what? Sure, let's do it. Alright. Let's try this again. That time we got one. Red Gleeful, please. With the low price Roonies is a level 6 weapon every turn. In effect. Now, do we want to use it as a level 6? Maybe. We could do something silly and buy back like a Ebola. I think buying back Ebola would be a bit too silly. Could buy back antimatter. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's buy antimatter or black hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we'll do antimatter. Let's do it there. There's plenty of rerolls here that he's going to attempt, but none of them are going to work. He actually has 2 rerolls per roll. You're not seeing it, but you can see it in the logs. 2 to 1, 1 to 8, 12 to 9, 9 to 8. He's trying. He's using a reroll card. Is hilarious. That was the turtle using that. He of course didn't actually have a chance to succeed there, but it was funny anyways. Alright, well that cleared a lot. Let's wait before doing that again. Shockwave! I need a target for Shockwave. Apparently it was in a good spot. Was probably here, I guess. I didn't visually have a target there. Yeah, that was apparently here. That's a bit scary. 8 to 6 success. This game has gotten to be a very intense end game. We will carrot exchange here. Get rid of the carrot that's traded. Oh no, these are the ones we're taking. Let's take... We haven't seen Lojak Kojak yet, have we? Give you Seth. I think we're going to top run rotate here. Get something better than a suction cup, ideally. A fountain is great. And we will lethal there. Grabbing a free chainsaw, basically. Using it here. He uses defense. Fair enough. It's very unfair for our CPU opponents that they do not have the sense to, $9 for Gleeful, by the way. I would offer you this one. He has agreed to $9 for specialty. A nuke does not reach us, thankfully. Because it was 2 spaces and there's the barrier here. Thank you for not targeting closer. I have close to enough money to do something clever here. We don't have a response to that, but we do roll high enough. I don't know how to deal with this 8-clovered timid bunny. $5 2 cabbage for the gleeful. How about a carrot instead? You know what? I think we're done with the gleeful at this point. We might prefer the carrot. Is that absurd to say? It's a bit absurd to say. Let's not do it. I've changed my mind. Not the gleeful. I would trade a different option, but not the gleeful. Everyone feed could remove the timid here. Two carrots for gleeful is fascinating. I'd give you the sinister for 2 carrots. You see here they're getting a bit desperate, having no bunnies for the end of the game. $9 for gleeful is a no. Endgame states get very interesting when they're all trading for bunnies. This has become a rather long game, despite no bad news tornado. We still have our gleeful for chainsaw again, I guess. Let's mix up and do the bow and arrow, shall we? Alright. Now the question is, does he have food, Mr. Grudge? Not really, actually. That might kill him. We're being pretty ruthless here in killing these bunnies that we traded away. Sunny Day is a successful response. Alright. 6 carrots remain. Still looking for the open the market card. Forever Fed is discarded. Golden Ratio is saved. We're not exactly close to a golden ratio. Mousetrap. Yes, the defense for that. Leaf Carrotston is a proper response. Mudslide? We haven't forgotten about our gleeful either, but we kind of wanted to see the results here first. It's a little bit dangerous to gleeful against the sinister. But let's try it anyways. If we regret it, we regret it. It's fine. We regret it. Oh no. Very, very bad. It's fine. Everything's fine. We have Safety Skunk. That's marginally interesting. Calcite. Oh no. Well, this has gotten really interesting all of a sudden. We see our first resolution of Calcite Conundrum. $9 for Gleeful is not something we're interested in. We see an abduction on the Grudge, which is actually very bad because we intended to kill that. So that's disappointing. Well, I guess we'll leave Carrots in the Merchant now. Nothing else to do. Alright. Abduct that bunny. That does deal with Calcite. He has drawn Misfortune for our trouble. That has successfully answered Calcite Conundrum. We'll see how the Carrotston resolves, of course. He might get his bunny back. Let's see. Carrots in, rolls red. He does get the bunny back. So all we've done there is answer calcite, which is a good enough answer. I would give you a triplet for carrot. You know what? That's fair. Take it. I am very happy to trade bunnies for carrots when we have 11 out of 12 zodiacs with no opportunity to remove them. And it's looking like most players are going to have a bunny at the end here. We're running out of answers. Although we still do have low price Roonies in play. We could antimatter here, for example. And funny enough, we have albino. So it is, of course, plausible. We have the open the market the card. What are we doing? That's interesting. So I think if we get enough money, we win the game, is what that means for us. Not quite, because the Grudge has the bunny in space right now, and that is, I don't think we can target that, right? Yeah, no, of course not. We wouldn't have been able to. I just wanted to make sure. The Grudge has too much money right now, which is a problem, because it means that we can't steal the rest of the carrots. We could end the game with that's fine. We could end the game with 15 carrots, and that might be what we do. And then the rest of the players will be in the game. We could trade bunnies for carrots. Well, Kingslayer only has one, so he might not be interested. The turtle would be interested. Pawn recall's fine. I wonder if that compels them to buy the pawns. It might save the Danish. Alright, we're not actually interested in closing the Emporium. Pass the turn. Bonanza does get a pawn. One more carrot gone, that's a shame. If only we had an answer to that bunny in space. We should have probably returned to sender it, as funny as that sounds. Because now we don't have a way to remove him, and he's the player with the most money, so that is undesirable. So now you have a bunny too, so I guess it's fine. All's even. Yep, I guess we'll just end the game. There's no way to remove another player that I see without dealing with this problem. I highly doubt he's willing to give us... I mean, we could force money out of him, but that's unrealistic, so I'm not interested in doing that. Because I think he might be prone to say... Yeah, he's not even prone to accept it, funny enough. Although there is the funny outcome. So there is a funny option here. No, it's we can't ever get close to it, never mind. Alright. Let's just end the game. Simplify it. See if we get the birth or current zodiac. We almost didn't have the winning zodiac, funny enough. We do get to steal a bunny. It does not matter if we steal one of these, it's going to the Grudge anyways, which we are not interested in. Take yours because it's funny. And then we'll have the winning draw. We have 14. There's only one player who doesn't have a carrot. He gave it up. Oh, so close. Well, it was a close game. The turtle with 3 carrots has won the game. Look at that. Well, that's been White Booster. Went quite smoothly. The amount of trades that we're seeing now is mechanically interesting. It kind of works. It will make more sense once we have more personas that have different philosophies on end game status and trading, right? So we'll get there eventually, but for now, that's White Booster.